We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight, we put a bow on Week 15 with a great Monday night matchup, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Here's the former Florida Gator, Eddie Pinheiro, to get us started. And we are underway on a Monday night. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
Ready.
Here's Ritter now to throw on their first play. And right away he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
As you and I both know, one reason teams script plays to start a game is so they can practice them ahead of time. Guarantee you, that fumble was not in the script.
You don't think they had fumble written next to play one there?
No, that was never in the script because they want to have good memories when they go into a ball game, not something that could have gone wrong.
A quick throw complete to Chark. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
Here we go.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Here is Young. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Hayden Hurst with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Panthers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Pinheiro's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And Patterson not going to return this. It'll come out to the 25.
Let's go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards and a first down. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
And he's got his man on the out route. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
Ready.
Robinson up the middle. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. You look at this Carolina defense. Into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass, Charles.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
That's out wide here for Robinson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Ritter on 1st and 10. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. The Falcons had 6 and 7, a game under 500 on the year. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Ritter throwing on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
A 55-yard attempt.
He had the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and this will stay at a 7-point game.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 8. Option right, Young. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. It's a 10-yard pickup, and that's enough to move the chains. I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Calling a gain of a yard, and that will bring up 2nd down. In motion goes the tight end. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 14 yards, good for a Panther 1st down.
1st down, Panthers.
And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring up 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top. Take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge the offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them.
Now Young on 4th down. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. They only needed that 1 yard going for it on 4th. I got to be honest, I thought they were going to stay on the ground. They surprised me. Did they surprise you?
I'm with you on that one. I thought they'd find a way to create some type of a power run and try and pick up the 1st down. But they decided to keep the ball in the hands of the guy who could throw it, and it paid off.
Yeah, that decision paid off indeed. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Panther football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up.
Here we go. Here we go. Strike. Strike.
They go back to the ground with Sanders. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have.
Ready?
And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Bryce Young scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Panthers go up by 2 touchdowns. And maybe the defense caught a little by surprise there that he took off and got in?
Yeah, I would think so, because if you're analyzing it from that side of the ball, you're thinking running back, fullback. It takes you a while before you get to the quarterback.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. No return here for Patterson, so they'll begin things at the 25-yard line.
Okay, break.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
Ready?
Ritter now on 2nd down. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Ritter will set up to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon, as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this 1st half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
Now a man who did his collegiate punting just a couple hours from here in Clemson in South Carolina, Bradley Pinion to kick. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is fielded at the 7. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
Ready.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
Young now. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller said that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Carolina. Miles Sanders, 59 yards. And the Panthers take a 3-touchdown lead. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Panthers 21, Falcons 0. Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for the Panthers.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready, ready.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Ritter. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Burton. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
Ready.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. Down the left sideline. And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds. 74 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. So down inside the 5-yard line. I have to say, really just a poor job defensively there.
You're exactly right. As a former defensive back, that was not played well at all. But give credit to the offense and give credit to the guy running the football. He gets it down all the way inside the 5.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Robinson will score. Touchdown, Atlanta. That seemed like a much-needed touchdown after 21 unanswered points to start the game.
It's not often that you equate a football game to a golf tournament, but it's like you don't want to shoot yourself out of the tournament too early. So they needed that touchdown to make sure that they got an opportunity to not just get back into this game, but a chance to win it later if they continue to play well.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 30 big ones.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On play action, Young. And Shark hauls it in. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Set, ready. Flag 2.
First down, Young. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Chris Godwin, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Panthers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
On the ready.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Ready.
On 2nd down, Ritter. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. That to the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Not wanting to take a chance this time, though, keep it on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here, as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Ready.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Set, go.
Second half will start with a run by Sanders. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 48 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Second down, back to Sanders. And he's got some space here. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown, Carolina. Miles Sanders with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
Sometimes running plays hit or break so fast, there's no reaction time from the secondary. So I've got to give credit to the offensive line for creating that hole so suddenly. And how decisive was he to take that cut and just go? No one downfield, there to stop him.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And Patterson not going to return this. It'll come out to the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late. That wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Ready?
Working from the gun, Ritter. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground.
Ready?
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Ready?
Ritter now. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Ritter. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. He may go. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. And, Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. No return here for Patterson, so they'll begin things at the 25-yard line.
On the set.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's... Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time. Dante Jackson picks it, and the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Check, smash. Ready.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 135 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Right back to Sanders on 1st down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
And the Panthers are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Sanders will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Ready.
They'll try to run with Sanders. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Miles Sanders. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Panthers get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for the Panthers.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. But it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well. And that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves. But we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right?
Okay,
take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Ready?
On play action, here's Ritter. And that's caught inside the 30. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Ready.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Ritter. Targeting Pitts on the out route, and he's got it complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. This will be caught just inside the 10. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now, but as you've mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, They might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
Ready, set.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
This is really impressive because when the offenses are running RPOs, things move very quickly. Fake, ball's out of his hands, and they're trying to hit him in the gaps downfield. And instead, the defender reacts so well that he makes a play on it, and the ball falls incomplete.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Here we go.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
Set.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. His pass caught at the 4. A great open field tackle that's going to stop him shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And the Panthers defense able to deliver the goal line stand. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidate.
Taking it right down Broadway. He's got a full head of steam. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. 246 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. Another run here with Sanders. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
They run with Sanders off the option. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Young. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Sebastian Joseph Day breaking through for the sack.
Loss of 6 yards. And it's 4th down.
This is up and good from Pinheiro. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Here we go. Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Ready? Go.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they've run like...
And he held on to it too long. A coverage sag. Down he goes. Derek Brown in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Talk about two sides of the ball at cross purposes, because mercifully this game's almost over for the offense, but the defense, they still want to get a few shots in. That front seven, they've loved this ball game. They've been able to pad their stats, and maybe some backups can get in and get a sack as well.
Ready?
4th down, big play. Here's Ritter. And this will be caught at the 30. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Ready.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
Hut, hut.
Out of the gun, here's Ritter. This one into the hands of Burton. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Ritter back to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front seven. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Here we go.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. A final shot now for Ritter. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season.